Light guns and light gun games are as old as video games themselves. Even the very first home video game console, the Magnavox Odyssey, had a light gun. Most consoles after also had their own light gun. Some have names that anyone can recognize, like the Zapper, Super Scope, Namco GunCon, Konami Justifier, etc. The Philips CDI also had a light gun, the Peacekeeper Revolver. It works a bit differently than other light guns. The Peacekeeper Revolver connects like any other light gun into the controller socket, but it also comes with a sensor box connected to it, kinda like the Super Scope, because the Peacekeeper uses something called air mouse technology. I'm not sure of the technicals, but in practice one can liken it to a Wiimote, except that it reacts a fair bit slower. Quick and accurate movements like you can do with a Zapper or a GunCon are out of the question, but it still works. Now for the games. The CDI had 7 light gun games, and all of them are of the full motion video variety. I can imagine your eyes rolling, but I like these kinds of games, mostly because of the low caliber acting. A good start is the game Battled with the Revolver, Mad Dog McCree. Both due to the light gun technology they used and the FMV format, all of the CDI gun games revolve around timing and memorization. Definitely not the best system, but I can tolerate it because of the funny acting. Unfortunately with Mad Dog McCree, the acting is all there is to enjoy. It's hard to reload because you have to shoot the revolver ammo thing, and it's too small, and there's not an option to show the crosshairs when playing. The next games fixed that though. The next games also knew to remove the terrible one-on-one drawing parts, because they're all but unplayable.
Looks like this good old boy's seen his last gunfight. Time to take him to Boot Hill.
Be careful, that's Mad Dog's boys over there.
Mad Dog McCree II, The Lost Gold, improved things by allowing the crosshair and making it much easier to reload.
Good shot.
Just been revoked.
My favorite thing here is the utter randomness of the 2 monk-looking men that pop out of nowhere after a scene outdoors. The first one you're supposed to shoot, but the second one you're not.
You look honest, my friend. Find the treasure, return it to the mission, and receive your reward in heaven. Choose your guide.
You wanna play?
Watch out for Mad Dog.
Mad Dog's back.
Who Shot Johnny Rock is a little different. Here you don't have lives, but instead cash. When you die you have to pay the surgeon to revive you, and when you run out of money it's game over. A fitting analogy to the American healthcare system.
No money? Get him out of here!
It's Betty Bye for this private eye. Better luck next time.
The game is set during the Prohibition gangster era, and the premise is that a fellow named Johnny Rock got shot, and it's up to you to find his killer with the help of his old girlfriend dressed in red, called Red.
You can call me Red.
She's a strange woman, because she never even flinches when people take out guns and shoot at me or jump through windows.
Nurse, get me a hose. You'd make a good sprinkler.
Take care of him, boys.
With The Last Bounty Hunter, we're back in the Old West. This game has the same gameplay as Mad Dog McCree II, and overall feels similar. It doesn't stand out that much from the rest.
Have you considered our layaway plan?
Crime Patrol 1 and 2 also follow Mad Dog McCree's template. In Crime Patrol 1 you work your way up from a beat cop to the Delta Force via multiple and pretty varied stages. It's apparent that they had a decent budget for explosions and stuntmen, which is nice. But as always, the hokey acting is the best part. Like the first cop in the beginning that always tells you to kick butt.
10-4. Let's kick some butt. Let's kick butt.
Let's eat their lunch.
Shut up, Mandy!
Where's the dude's rug?
Save the state some money on that one.
Crime Patrol 2 Drug Wars has you taking down a drug cartel, presumably somewhere in Florida or something. The head bad guy is played by a balding guy doing a Tony Montana impression, which is pretty funny.
So what makes you think a little cockroach like you can find me in my lab, huh?
This one might be my favorite of all of these.
I see you got your 6-shooter.
They're dealing dope in this bar. What do you say we buy these guys a 6-pack? First 2 shots are on us.
Huh? You have to speak louder! They're shooting guns in here!
You're dead. That's not good, is it?
Now, where'd you get your shooting license? In a cereal box? Down here, we just call shooting like that bad.
Next up, Thunder in Paradise. All games so far were made by American Laser Games, but Thunder in Paradise wasn't. It's based on the short-lived TV series by the same name, starring Hulk Hogan, Chris Lemon, and aging supermodel Carol Alt.
What?
I also recognized the kid from Step by Step, here shown walking on the beach after a jet ski ride, but apparently he was self-conscious because he has his totally dry t-shirt on under the life preserver. And you can choose to play separate stages or do what the game calls interactive television.
Interactive television. So, what's it gonna be?
There's 3 stages: the boat, the factory, and the island. I don't like the boat stage. It's basically missile command, but a lot worse. You have to read the radar and shoot down missiles coming in on all sides. There's little time to react and the missiles are small targets, which the Peacekeeper is not well suited for. The other 2 levels are good though, and this game has an improvement over all the others, because it has a kind of a tracking system where 2 arrows on an X and Y scale point to where the enemies will pop out, making it easier to hit them. And because the enemies aren't on the video itself, so to speak, but on top, they can be more in number. Unfortunately, they all look the same. The only drawback to this game's gameplay is that you can't reload. Instead, you have to wait for the gun to recharge its energy so you can fire again. But the enemies don't wait around for you, of course.
Hey man, this ain't no video arcade. Hit something!
So that's the CDI Lightgun games. None of them are technically that good, but they are mostly functional and I get a kick out of the hokey acting. FMV games in general are a guilty pleasure for me. Finally, I'd like to end this with Target Terror, a game on the Wii from 2008, ported from the arcades. It feels so surreal that a game like this is on a console this new. The environments are 3D rendered, but the enemies are all digitized people, terrorists I guess, and you know they're terrorists because they all wear ski masks or sunglasses. It's a ridiculous game, but fun to play. I like to play this one with my House of the Dead overkill gun attachment.